Chapter 31 Sri Sai Satcharita. In this chapter, there are the stories of the passing away of Sannyasi Vijayanand Swami, Balaram Mankar, Tatya Sahib Nulkar, Megha, and a tiger. Here, Baba gives Satkati not only to his devotees, but also to an ailing tiger who passed away at his feet. I shall narrate how these devotees passed away in Shirdi. Vijay Anand Swami from Madras. This Swami desired to go on a pilgrimage to Mansarovar. However, hearing about Baba's divinity, he halted at Shirdi. There he met Soma Devji Swami of Haridwar and enquired of him how best to reach there. Soma Devji told him all the difficulties that he would encounter on the way. Vijayanand was disheartened and cancelled his pilgrimage. Then he went to Dwarkamai for Baba's darshan. Upon seeing him, Baba flew into a rage, saying, "Drive away this useless sannyasi. He is of no use to us." So he went to the Sabha Mandap and watched all the devotees adore and venerate Baba in their own special way, and was overwhelmed with love and devotion. Thus he did not feel like leaving Shirdi. 2 days later, he received a letter stating that his mother was terminally ill. Taking the letter in hand, he went to seek Baba's permission to go to Madras. Baba, saying that his own end was near, refused permission, saying, "If you so loved your mother, why did you take sannyasa? Fondness or attachment ill becomes the ochre garb. Go and sit quiet at the Vada. Wait with patience for a few days. In the Vada, there are many robbers. Bolt your doors and be very vigilant. The thieves will carry everything. Wealth and prosperity are transient, and the body is subject to decay and death. Knowing this, do your duty. Leave all attachments of the things of this world and the next. He who does this and surrenders himself to the feet of Hari will get free from all troubles and attain bliss. The Lord runs and helps him who remembers and meditates on him with love and affection. Your store of past merit is great, so you have come here. Now attend to what I say and realize the end of your life. Being desireless, begin from tomorrow to study the Bhagavad. Do 3 saptas, that is, 3 readings during 3 weeks conscientiously. The Lord will be pleased with you and destroy your sorrows. Your illusions will vanish and you will get peace. Seeing that his end was approaching, Baba prescribed this remedy and made him read Ram Vijaya, which pleases the god of death. Next morning, after taking a bath and other purifying rites, he commenced to read the Bhagavad in a secluded part of Lendibag. He completed 2 readings and thereafter felt much exhausted. He returned to the Vada and stayed in his lodgings for 2 days, and on the 3rd day he breathed his last on Fakir Bade Baba's lap. Baba asked the people to preserve his body for a day for good reason. The police afterwards came and, on making proper inquiries, gave permission for the disposal of the body. It was buried in a proper place with due rites. In this way, Baba helped the sannyasi and ensured him Satgati. Baba said the same words to Appa Kulkarni when his end was near. I shall now narrate this Leela. Leela, the passing away of Appa Kulkarni. In the Vada, there are many thieves. Fasten the doors and be alert, for they will rob you of all your belongings and attack you fiercely. Property is never permanent. As for the body, it is forever transient. Knowing that death is near, conduct yourself according to Dharma, said Baba to Vijay Anand Swami. Baba knew that he was going to die and alerted him to do the right thing by reading the holy scriptures. He said the same to Appa Kulkarni, who did not understand his words. Thieves will come, fight with you. They are very clever in selecting persons and will take away only what they want. Be aware. But Appa took trouble to safeguard his property. At that time, there was an epidemic of cholera in Shirdi. One night, Appa had incessant vomiting and diarrhea and suffered from cholera. Soon his body became cold, clammy, and pulseless. Seeing his condition, his wife ran to Baba and begged for Udi and blessings to save her husband. Baba calmly replied, "Do not grieve. Death awaits all those who are born. Birth and death are acts of the Almighty. No one lives or dies here. If you look at this phenomenon of life with the eyes of wisdom, you will realize that you are no different. When the clothes become old and fade, you throw them away. In the same way, the soul, which is immortal, casts off the worn-out body. Do not stop him from going. Let him leave as he has reached his life's goal. He will go to heaven. He is right now changing his clothes before me." Then his wife returned home weeping, but was very comforted by Baba's words. Appa died soon thereafter. This Leela was taken from Ambrosia in Shirdi, written by Ramalinga Swami. Next, I shall narrate the passing away of Tatya Sahib Nulkar. Lakshman Krishna Ji Nulkar. A star has fallen behind the masjid, said Baba when Tatya Sahib died. This speaks volumes of the love and respect that Baba had for this great devotee. Baba lovingly called him Tatyaba or Matara. Tatya Sahib had the habit of writing about his visits to Shirdi to Nana Sahib Chandorkar. From these letters, it is very evident of the deep Rinana Bandh that existed between them. Tatya Sahib hailed from Jalgaon. He studied in Pune, worked in Pandharpur, retired and spent the last years of his life at Baba's feet in Shirdi. He came to Shirdi in 1908 and passed away at a very young age of 48 years in March 1911 in Sathewada. Tatya Sahib was affected with diabetes and was rather careless about taking care of the disease. Just at that time, his childhood friend Neelakant Sasrabuddhe came to Shirdi to deliver some utensils that were sent by Chandorkar, and the two friends met. After delivering the utensils, he desired to return to Pune, but Baba had other plans for him. Every time Shama asked Baba if he could return home, Baba said, "Let him stay on and look after his friend." Thus, he was unable to return and was responsible for looking after Tatya Sahib's needs till he passed away. Soon thereafter, Tatya Sahib developed diabetic bunkles due to his high blood sugar levels, and his condition soon started deteriorating. Nilkant was there to nurse him in every which way that he could. However, his condition soon became critical, and he lay on his bed. As his life was ebbing away, the devotees and his family had gathered there, and they performed bhajans and Nam Jap throughout the night. Early in the morning, Shama went to Radha Krishna Mai's home and got Baba's Udi and Padatirtha. The Udi was applied to his entire body, and he was given Baba's Padatirth orally. He was able to swallow 2 teaspoons of tirth, and when the 3rd spoon was being administered, he quietly closed his eyes and passed away. The next morning, Baba grieved his death, saying, "My Tatya Ba has gone, leaving me. Now I too must leave." This information was given by his descendants. Unfortunately, very little information is given about the passing away of Bala Ram Mankar, an incredible devotee. It is stated that he passed away peacefully at Baba's feet. Megha's death. Megha's death was very touching, and every devotee in Shirdi shed tears and mourned his death. Kabade writes in his diary on 19/1/1912, "This is a very sad day. I got up very early, and after finishing my prayer, discovered that it yet wanted an hour or so to daybreak. So I lay down and was aroused for Kakad Aarti by Bapu Sahib Jog. Dikshit told me that Megha had died at 4 a.m. The Kakad Aarti was done, but Sain Maharaj did not show his face, nor did he appear to open his eyes. He never threw glances spreading grace. After we returned, arrangements were made for the cremation of Megha's body. Sain Maharaj came just as the body was being brought out and loudly lamented his death. His voice was so touching that it brought tears to every eye. He followed the body up to the bend in the road near the village and then went his usual way. Megha's body was taken under the vada tree and consigned to flames there. Sain Baba could be distinctly heard lamenting his death even at that distance, and he was seen waving his hands and swaying as if in Aarti to say goodbye to his beloved devotee. There was a good supply of dry fuel and flames rose very high. Dikshit, myself, Bapu Sahib Jog, Upasani, Dada Kelkar and all else here were there and praised the lot of Megha that his body was seen and touched by Sain Maharaj on the head, heart, shoulders and feet. After finishing the ceremonies, we ought to have sat praying, but Bapu Sahib Jog came and sat, and I sat talking with him. When later I went to see Sain Maharaj, he said, "How did you spend the afternoon?" I was very sorry to confess that I had wasted it in talking. This was a lesson to me. I remember how Sain Baba foretold Megha's death 3 days ago. This is the last Aarti of Megha. How Megha felt that he had completed his service and was passing away. How he shed tears to think that he would not see Sate, whom he regarded as his guru, and how he directed the cows of Sain Baba should be left loose. He never expressed any wish. We all admired the life of extreme devotion, and I was sorry that I did not rest in prayer but listened to meaningless talk. The death of an ailing tiger. In the Sri Sai Satcharita, Chapter 1, the story of an ailing tiger is given. In 1918, a week before Baba's Mahasamadhi, a bullock cart with 4 dervishes and an ailing tiger came to the door of the Dwarkamai. The dervishes pleaded for permission to bring the tiger inside. They exhibited the tiger, and that was their source of income. They had heard of Baba's miraculous cures, so they had brought him to Shirdi. Shama told Baba about their request, and permission was granted. The tiger was brought inside. He climbed the steps of the Dwarkamai, and he looked lovingly at Baba for a few seconds. Then he extended his paws and laid his head on it and did namaskar. Then he let out a terrible roar, dashed his tail on the ground, and breathed his last. Baba took out 50 rupees from his pocket and gave it to the dervishes. Thus a debt was paid. Here there was Rinana Bandik tie between the tiger, the dervishes, and Baba, and the cycle was completed. The tiger attained Sadgati at Baba's feet, and the dervishes were paid a debt of 50 rupees. At that time, Jyotindra Tarkad was sitting next to Baba. Later, he asked Baba as to what happened between the tiger and him. Baba replied, "That tiger was tormented by terrible pain from his illness and was pleading to be relieved from it. I felt a lot of compassion for him, so I asked Allah Miah to relieve him and grant him salvation. Now that tiger is free from the cycle of birth and death. So I asked them to bury him in front of Mahadev's temple." The tiger mentioned in the story was a jnani in his last birth, but being proud of his knowledge, he insulted a great devotee. Being cursed by that devotee, he had to take the birth of a tiger. Even so, because of his good karmas from his previous birth, he had the good fortune of having Baba's darshan and received salvation. This information is taken from the live experiences of the Tarkad family, written by Virendra Tarkad. And this concludes the commentary on the chapter. Om Sai Ram.